Hey there, Kerry Green with Podcast Fast Track. I just got off a consulting call with a client, and we were discussing podcast strategies regarding the ultimate ideal goal or win that a podcaster might be shooting for in the production of their podcast. And we all should have that kind of strategy in place where we're aiming for something. There's some goal that we're going for. In his case, his ultimate goal was to have 2 contracted engagements with clients, new clients, as a result of publishing his podcast within the next 6 months. Okay, now is that possible? Well, it's going to depend on a lot of things. It's going to depend on his research on the front end of the people he's inviting onto his podcast, because my suggestion to him is really the point of this video. I want to suggest that many podcasters who offer a business-to-business kind of a service or consulting service should be inviting people who they want to serve as clients to be the guests on their podcasts. That's a different approach than many people take. Many people see it as just building credibility and expertise in their industry, which is all wonderful. But that's kind of the top of the funnel. That's the long game. This approach that I'm suggesting kind of skips over a lot of the marketing, because when you reach out to someone to be a guest on your podcast and you invite them, you're knowledgeable about their expertise, you're knowledgeable about the value they can bring to your audience and what they can add to the conversation around your discipline, you're setting up an immediate rapport and an immediate commonality between the two of you that is going to serve them well by being on your podcast, and it's going to serve you well by having them on your podcast. And it's going to put the two of you into a context and an environment where you're able to have conversation about your common interest, your common area of service, need, discipline, industry expertise, whatever it is, and do so in such a way that you begin to become an expert in their eyes without a sales pitch, without any kind of marketing fluff or content that you need to throw at them in any stretch of the imagination. You begin to be able to build a relationship through which trust can be built, skipping over all that marketing stuff, so that by the end of the conversation, many times, I have clients who say that they hit stop on their recording and this guest would-be client on the other side of the conversation says to them, so tell me about what you do. Tell me about your services. What is it that you offer? And if you've done your job in researching that guest and you know who they are, you know what their needs might be that you can meet, you're going to find yourself having more leads for sales based on those kind of strategic invites to be guests on your podcast than you will through all the content marketing you can do. It'll be faster, it'll be a more natural engagement, and I believe it'll be a much easier sell.